I don't know how much time I have left. The shadows are growing longer and the music, it's getting louder. I have to tell you everything before it's too late. Before they find me. It all started so innocently. I was just a kid who loved to sing. My family was poor, but we had faith. Every Sunday, we'd go to church, and I'd stand in the choir, my voice rising above the rest. People said it was a gift from God. They said I was chosen. But now I know the truth. It wasn't a gift. It was a curse. When I was 18, I met them. They came to me after a service, dressed in fine clothes, their smiles too wide, their eyes too sharp. They said they were producers, that they could make me a star. All I had to do was trust them. And I did. God, I was so naive. They took me to a private gathering, a place I'd never been before. The room was dim, lit by candles that smelled like burnt sugar. There were others there, people I didn't know, their faces half hidden in the shadows. They told me to sing, and I did. But the song, it wasn't like anything I'd sung before. The words were strange, the melody twisted. And when I finished, the room felt different, heavier, darker. They smiled and told me I had done well. They said I was special, that I had a connection to something greater. I didn't understand what they meant at the time, but I would. Oh, I would. The gatherings became regular. Every week, I'd go to that dimly lit room and sing those strange songs. First, it was just music. But then they introduced the rituals. They said it was a way to deepen my connection, to make my voice even more powerful. I believed them. I wanted to believe them. The first ritual was simple. They lit a black candle and told me to cut my hand, just a small cut, and let a drop of blood fall onto a page of scripture. I did it, and as the blood hit the page, the room seemed to shift, like the walls were breathing. They told me to sing, and when I did, my voice sounded different. It was richer, fuller, but also wrong. Like it wasn't entirely mine anymore. The rituals grew more intense. They had me chant in languages I didn't understand, to draw symbols on the floor with ash, to drink wine that tasted like copper. And every time, the music grew stronger, more alive. It was intoxicating. I couldn't get enough of it. But I also couldn't shake the feeling that something was watching me, something old and hungry. It wasn't long before the consequences started. My mother was the first. She got sick, a disease the doctors couldn't explain. She wasted away, her body turning to skin and bones, her voice fading to a whisper. And then she was gone. I tried to tell myself it was just bad luck, but deep down, I knew. I knew it was because of me. My best friend was next. He died in a car accident, his body crushed beyond recognition. And then my fiancée. She disappeared, just vanished, like she had never existed. The police searched for weeks, but they never found her. I knew they wouldn't. She was gone, taken by the thing I had invited into my life. I tried to stop. I told myself I could walk away, that I could leave it all behind. But the music, it wouldn't let me. It was in my head, in my dreams, in the silence of my prayers. And the more I tried to resist, the louder it became. One night I confronted them. I demanded to know what was happening, what I had gotten myself into. They laughed, a sound that made my skin crawl, and told me the truth. The music, the rituals, the sacrifices, it was all for them. The things in the shadows, the things that had been watching me, feeding on me. They weren't angels. They weren't even demons. They were something older, something that existed before God, before light, before anything. And I had given them a way in. My voice, my music, my soul. It was all a bridge, a way for them to cross over into this world. And now that they were here, they weren't going back. I can feel it. The music is getting louder. The shadows are growing darker. I'm trying to hold on, but it's getting harder. I've tried to escape, to run from the truth, but it's too late. I've seen the things that lurk in the darkness, the things that have been awakened by my voice. I've tried to warn others, to tell them about the music and the rituals, but no one believes me. They think I'm crazy, that I've lost my mind, but I know the truth. I know that I've unleashed something evil into the world. I'm sharing this as a warning to anyone who will listen. If you hear a song that feels too perfect, too powerful, too wrong, don't listen. Don't let it in. It's not from God. It's from them. And once they have you, they'll never let go. I can hear them now, their voices blending with mine, their song filling the air. It's a beautiful sound, a sound that makes me want to sing along. But I know better. I know that it's a trap that will lead me to my doom. I'm trying to resist, to fight against the music. But it's getting harder. The song is getting louder, more insistent. I can feel myself being pulled towards it, towards the darkness that lies within. Don't let them take me. I have to go now. I have to try and escape. But I know it's too late. They're coming for me, and they'll never let me go.